Okay, we're back.
So the scene for the meeting
Mm-hmm.
is sure enough here. I'll actually tell you exactly where it is. I'll point it to you. In the middle of this field right here,
Okay.
that yellow one. The sun is setting.
Mm-hmm.
It is about another 30 minutes towards dark. But sure enough, I don't know how many who's approaching, but there just stands the fellow known as Owen um, in the middle of the field there, wearing his fatigues.
Okay. Then, out of the sky jumps me and Mila, both in our power armor, me in my
Uh-huh.
Samson, hers and
Uh-huh.
hers, as
Uh-huh.
close to him as possible without smashing him, but basically jumping in to give us a little, like, so he doesn't just see us walking towards him.
Gotcha. Although, since it is clear to see, he'll see you flying towards him,
Of
of
course,
course.
of course.
Oh yeah.
But he, yeah, no, he doesn't react. He kind of looks to both the power armors and be like, well, that was kind of impressive, I guess. You done with the showmanship? Can we talk?
Oh, you know me, always trying to one-up you. By all means, talk
It's
away.
funny that you said that, Castle, because before we get going with the meat of the meeting, I got just one question for you.
Hmm.
You wanted me to find you, right? Like you clearly wanted this to happen, right?
What makes you think that?
Because a blind man could have tracked you. I mean, after I got a reconnaissance report from a dog boy team saying that you, uh, that identified you and your little fugitive there, they mentioned that you were transporting a giant skull, dragon skull, and heading towards Perrin's Post. We showed up to Perrin's Post a few days ago, and I didn't even have to grill anyone for information. They knew exactly who you were. Oh, yeah, those guys, they joined up with the Endless Storytellers. They bought this giant behemoth from Perrin. He had it shipped in all the way from Ipshaming. Yeah, they headed down south towards Innisfail. You have any idea how easy it was? So you wanted this to happen because the other possibility is that you've lost all of your training and you're completely inept, and that's not the case.
Well, the sad truth of it is, I left much subtler signs, and you guys apparently didn't seem to pick up on it.
Ah, okay. All right, Castle. Fair enough. Now that we've had our little dick measuring contest, I guess we can just continue on with everything, eh? So, first of all, thank you for not just killing me. Much appreciated, because it would have done you a huge disservice. So right now, we know your whereabouts, and we know where Thomas's whereabouts are as well. I don't know how you teamed up with one of the highest fugitives in the coalition states, but that's fine by me. Normally, what would happen is I would let my superiors know, and a seek and destroy squad would come and hunt you and kill you down. But I don't think that's going to happen. Now, I'm not the only person who knows about this, by the way, so if you're thinking of snapping my neck and now put the kibosh on it, that's not going to happen. But what is going to happen is the people that do know, I can control. And I have other handlers in this area. I'm the handler of many other people in this area. And my suggestion is simple. I don't want you to come back to the coalition, Al. I know you tried to kill one of the doggies and you didn't want to. That's fine. You're no good for us as an agent. But that doesn't mean your information is no longer any good. I only ask two things. One, don't act against the coalition. And two, make sure you, just like how I will be your handler, you handle Thomas. You make sure to control his temper, to make sure to take all his angry energy and kill all those mutant and monstrous and demonic and magic-wielding freaks out there, and I will leave you alone. You might have a contact for me or one of my agents, might want to know what you're doing, just to keep tabs, realize who you're exterminating, realize what you've seen, but I guarantee you this will be a very light touch. And considering that's for your freedom, I think it's a pretty fair deal, don't you? And here's the best thing. You do this, you won't even come across another coalition patrol. They'll leave you alone, because I'll make sure of it. What do you think, Al? This is a $1 million deal.
Which, in my experience, is not something the Coalition believes in. So why the magnanimous viewpoint?
Oh, come on. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, Al. Yeah, if one of the grunts ran off and teamed off with an ally, with a known enemy of the state, they'd bring him in, they'd string him up, they'd hang him right in the middle of Chi-Town just to show everyone what happens to traitors. But come on. You're much more valuable than some grunt. You have skills. The Coalition invested in you. Time and money and trust. And what's the point of throwing that away, huh? We know that you're not that big of a threat, and the very fact that you've befriended this guy means you might turn a known terrorist into a known asset. And that you can't buy. So that's why, Al. I mean, come on.
And what favors would I be having to do for you?
Not
My
much.
quote-unquote handler.
Excellent. Well, soon you won't do the quote-unquote. It'll just be, but that's fine. As you can see, I'm embedded with this mercenary group. We do a lot of touring around as well, doing a lot of extermination, etc., of, monsters, right? But from time to time, I'll just want information. I'll just want to know where you've been, what towns you've been to, what you've seen. That's it. Just a debriefing. Now, of course, you could manufacture it. You could just lie, right? You could forge documents. You can just bullshit. So from time to time, I'll send someone to keep an eye on you just to validate the information that you're giving me is true. And then we're fine. Now, obviously, not to screw with me. Right now, not to just lie and hopefully or try to plan something behind my back. Because remember, I'm not the only one who knows about this. I'm your lifeline. If I die, then the word goes up. Hunt him down, kill him, right? So you want to keep me alive and you want to be truthful. That's it, though. Like location, whereabouts, what you've seen. I don't need you to spy for me. I don't need you to infiltrate anything for me. I don't need you to kill anyone for me. I just want information.
How hard is it to get out of the power armor?
It takes a few minutes.
Okay, then never mind. All right. Then I will think about it for a second. Excuse me. And I'll say.
And while you're thinking there, he kind of points to the person in the Titan armor. He's like, I can't tell if that's the scientist or your little lady friend in there. I'm willing to bet lady friend. You wear it where, honey pie?
She doesn't say anything.
Okay, fair enough.
I am going to go along with this for now.
Fair enough.
But
I mean, I didn't really give you a whole lot of choice, but it's
wipe
good to see
the
that your
smug
brain is
look off
still-
your face. You know me well enough to know that with all the bragging and all the posturing and all the boasting in the world, for how little of a threat you want to act I am, you come from me, you come from my friends, you know what will happen. I'll choose this path because it's the easier one. You keep your end of the deal, I'll keep mine. But don't act like you've got the upper hand here.
Okay. All right, Al. I'll can it a little bit. We'll just go the path of least resistance. How about that? Besides, I got my rocks off already. I don't need to rub it in. I would shake your hand, but you'd probably crush it. And besides, what's a handshake between two spies, right? All right. Well, if that's it, I'm going to head off. Obviously, there's no point telling the rest of the mercenary group who I am. They're either not going to believe you or they're on my payroll. So, adios. See you on the road, Al.
Have fun.
Yeah, you bet. And he leaves.
Neela kind of looks over at Al. He's kind of a little shit, isn't he?
You have no idea.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
All right, then we're gonna go back to the behemoth.
Okay. So what did you have planned? I'm assuming you booby trapped something that I was able to figure out.
No, it was just popping down in the power armor. That's what we had planned.
Oh, okay.
And booby
Just
trapping
make
the behemoth.
We just thought it would be more of a startling just to pop down in giant power armor.
Yeah, no, it did unsettle him a little bit, but he was very glad you let him speak, because if you killed him right off the bat, that would have been bad business. So he would not have liked being killed.
We as a group
Most
have
people don't.
a decision to make.
Oh, are you gathering everyone up together again?
I'm going to gather everyone up together. We have a choice to make. One of two choices. I'm going to tell everyone completely honestly what happened and what was said. We have two choices. For all what I said, if the coalition comes, we can make a fight of it. But if they really want to come, I don't think we can stop them. So we have two choices. We go along with what he says, do what he wants us to do as long as we can morally stomach it.
Oh, just heads up real quick. Does everyone in the know, like, did you keep an open radio or something so everyone could hear this?
No, like I just said, I told them exactly what happened.
Oh, okay, you told them. And I'm
Yeah.
assuming both Byrne and, like, Alicia and Patrick are all here?
Uh-huh,
Okay.
all
Yeah.
of them.
All right, okay.
And as far as I see, we have two choices. Go along with this for now, or go dark. Meaning we leave everything behind and run for it. I know him well enough to know that he's a smug bastard, but if he really wanted me dead, he probably would have come at me a lot quieter. I'd believe him when he says he wants to keep tabs on me and use me. I don't know if I believe when he says how many people know I'm here. I also know that if push comes to shove and things start to go wrong, he'll be more than happy to sing like a canary.
So we're supposed to... What specifically are we supposed to report?
Simply, according to him, I simply have to tell him what I've been up to. Who I've killed, where I've gone, what I've seen. Supposedly, that's all that they want. I could see that possibly being all they truly want, as long as I am constantly... Let me put it this way. For every baddie that we take out and monster we kill, that's one less baddie and monster the Coalition has to worry about if they ever choose to take this place. Not to mention, he seems to think, for whatever reason, I can or would want to keep you under control, as if you were just going to run out there and blow up everything to Kingdom Come. I could see the Coalition trading off my capture to keep you under wraps. At least the intelligence part. If it ever went beyond the intelligence section, they'd probably just want us both hung. The point is, I feel that what he said was 70% chance of being absolutely true.
It
Like I
seems
said-
really convenient. Neela kind of pipes in.
Doesn't it? The truth of the matter is simply this. If either we go dark, we drop everything, the traveling group, the behemoth, all of it, and we run, or we go along. Those are really our only two options.
Alicia says, we have unfinished business with the witchling. Once we take care of that, I'll go wherever you guys go.
Yeah, that takes priority over this.
Agreed.
After that's settled, we can get back to this.
Patrick?
It looks like it's a little much for him.
Aw.
First the burning bodies and the killing, and now the spying. And poor Patrick. All he wanted to do was just find out what Void ate. That's all he cared about. That's all he wanted. Poor guy. I just want to explore a fucking ruin. Can't I do that?
Aw.
I just want fucking magic.
There is, I suppose, like seeing Patrick, there is, I suppose, a third option. If Tom and I were to go, you guys could stay here. You'd be safe. They don't want any of you.
Well, no.
True.
Alicia's
They're not
like,
too
yeah.
happy about me anymore, so I don't think I would want to stick around.
And besides, Alicia's like, abandoning you was just a stupid idea. Didn't I tell you I'd shoot God if he came after you? Coalition ain't God. Don't worry about it. I'm sticking with you.
Okay, well, first things first. We take out the witchling. After that, we'll figure it out.
Oh. Well, I think that's a perfect time to wrap things up, don't you, my dear friends?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
All right,
So yeah,
we'll see you guys next time.
bye.
Haha, we're back with a quick YouTube for your eyes only.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, it's exclusive!
Oh, shit.
So, here's the
We're gonna
scene. Here's the scene,
the
everyone.
scene.
Here we go. Okay, so we're in the Behemoth. Okay, I'll do this seriously. We're in the Behemoth. It's just finished the meeting with the associate of Al's. Former associate with Al's. After he made that offer, the party has returned to the Behemoth, and Tom has returned to the Behemoth, pushing his motorcycle, and his bags are clearly packed. And I believe the scene is just characters just talking to Tom about that.
Is Patrick
So.
here as well?
Patrick is here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Mila's kind of gonna look over at Tom and be like, "What were you planning on doing?"
Hmm?
I thought you agreed to wait in the Behemoth.
Yeah, I tried to not have him get out of there. I didn't want him to go towards the meeting, but he said it would be fine, so, I think I trusted him. Yeah, I didn't do anything. I did trust him. Done.
I think I understand. Tom, I would never betray you.
Okay. It was just circumstances were just really.
I understand what you're saying. There's no way that this had anything to do with what happened earlier tonight. Things don't happen that fast. A damn suspicious coincidence, I'll give you. But what I did last night, even if the Coalition had any chance of finding that out, it would not be the same day. This was different. I swear to you.
Okay.
Does Tom look convinced?
He looks kind of sad.
Mila's gonna walk over to him. Tom, I need you to trust us.
Okay.
Tom, Mila kind of looks over at Al.
It's fine.
Tom, I was his intel. I told him where the shack was.
And like Al's just gonna put his hands in his face.
He didn't contact anyone.
Tom looks back and forth between Al and Mila. What?
Yay!
Tom, well, it's no surprise that I have some powers as well, and I was able to get a vision of where this witchling might be located, and Al's the only one who knows about it, that I could do things like that and the reasons why, and I didn't want you or Patrick to know, but it seems silly now how can I expect you to trust me if I can't trust you?
Okay. Now that I know that he wasn't contacting the coalition,
There's,
I'm sorry.
I have no contacts in the coalition. She asked me to keep the secret, and he looks at Tom very carefully, and I would do anything to keep a friend's secret.
I understand. It was just very suspicious because you kept saying that it was somebody from your past that you were contacting, and the first thing that jumped to my mind was the coalition.
I get it. I understand. And I'm sorry if it looked worse than it was.
Okay. I'm sorry I assumed.
Patrick, what you doing?
Patrick just looks sad.
Oh no, Patrick, I want to hug you.
Patrick? Mila's gonna kind of turn around. Patrick, is everything okay?
No. No, not everything's okay.
Okay, fine. Patrick, can you come over here?
Okay.
And she's gonna grab Patrick's hand, and she's gonna grab Tom's hand, and she's gonna put it to her head.
Oh, God.
Okay, so
What?
your hands plunge into her hair, and you feel a bit of scalp, but what you feel mostly are the cool touch of metal, of probes that are embedded inside of her skull. Patrick knows this for sure, and I'm pretty sure Tom would know this too. Those are very, very likely mind over matter implants, which means she's been mentally augmented, which means she is, for the sake of any better slang, known as a crazy.
I don't want there to be anything left unturned no matter what we do. I just want us to trust each other. And by the way, I am she kind of looks over at Al and is like, I'm not Mila at the moment, I guess you could say. I'm someone else.
What?
What? I know. It's a lot to take in, and I'm not very good at this. So, Al, if you have any better words of explaining, I would really, really appreciate it right now.
Right now, Tom is just... His eyes are open. He's holding his head, just trying to grasp what the hell is going on.
Al would probably come over to them, because obviously everyone's kind of in a triangle right now. Al would come over to them and put his hand on their shoulders. Our Mila is sometimes Nora.
Hi, I'm Nora. Nice to meet you guys. Again, for not the first time.
She looks after Mila, protects her. But no matter what, she's part of our group. And I don't care if she's Mila or Nora or 100 other people. As far as I'm concerned, she's our friend.
Okay.
It's probably also important to mention, now that the cat's out of the bag, Mila doesn't remember what happens when Nora's around. So, you might want to be forgiving on Mila. Also, Nora, I believe this is still true. We shouldn't really be telling this to Mila.
I don't know how she would react if she knew. So I would really, please don't tell her. I'm not good at this. She kind of crosses her arms now, looking clearly uncomfortable with the situation, but still relieved that the cat's out of the bag, so to speak.
Tom's just gonna stand there for a little bit and then throw his arms around her and hug her.
Aww. Mila hugs him back, or Nora, I should say, hugs him back.
Patrick's mouth twinges, tear and rolls down his face, and does a large embracing hug.
Oh,
And Al like stops for a second and goes, and if we're really being honest, I'm a dragon.
Fuck you.
What?
Like when everyone looks at him, he just goes, ha 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 ha, gotcha.
such an asshole.
Patrick looks really upset at him and goes back to hugging.
He glares back to hug.
Oh, come on.
I'm probably more of a dragon than you are.
That's
At least
true.
you can't even breathe fire.
Like Al's like, no, I
He's
can't.
got a point.
Yeah.
Aw.
Look, and my name's Castle.
We figured that one out.
Yeah, okay.
But
Yeah.
appreciate
Knew
the
that
honesty
one already.
nonetheless.
So I would appreciate if we still say Al.
Mm.
Castle
I-
was my slave name.
I gotta be honest. I don't think I have any other secrets. Like Al's thinking back. Seriously, I don't. Yeah.
I literally told you guys everything back in Parents Post.
No. Do have one secret. I don't
Hmm?
like apple juice.
Secrets. And he pulls out the necklace thing. This
Wait,
is
wait,
name
wait.
is-
Wait, hold on. Hold the goddamn phone. If you hate apple juice, why the fuck did you get apple juice?
He like hooks a thumb towards Nora.
Nora raises her hand. That was well, it tastes really good.
Don't let
Ah.
Mila mix it with the chocolate milk.
Oh, for the love of God, please don't let her do that.
Should I not give her bird berries anymore?
No, you can still do that. That doesn't really affect me, but I don't want to wake up with a stomach ache.
So I'm sorry, Patrick. Secrets, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Something for the necklace.
Holds up the necklace again. His name is Ed. He is a magical amulet that can detect supernatural and greater forces. Usually just the living kind. In about 40 to 60 feet ish.
60 feet.
Damn. That's
Mhm.
cool.
Is he sentient? I mean, can we talk to Ed?
Not really. But this is definitely the first thing that I found as an explorer. I'm very fond of it.
That's really cool.
I'm glad you brought that up because I totally forgot about Ed, and I'll be really handy next session.
All right then.
And I take out the sword, and this one's name is. No, I'm just kidding.
All the feels.
So now we can escape together
Oh.
if we have to.
Other
Okay.
things.
There's
I should
more.
probably tell you all the settings on this ring.
Wait, what?
I'll need an hour. It'll take
There's
a
more than
workshop,
one?
but this is important.
This
Okay, when
yes.
we said revealing secrets, no, actually go for it. That's fine.
All right, so I'm gonna have to take this off before I start explaining this. We'll do so. Put it down.
I'm gonna
All
take
right.
out my notebook and start writing shit down.
Don't show anybody else that notebook. Anyway,
Oh, it's mine. My notebook.
so first
Mine.
one is moonlight, which makes it a flashlight.
Oh.
Oh, by the way, just to keep general code names a secret, I've been speaking in Draconic.
Okay.
Anyway. So it will do moonlight. Any particular language it will take. So moonlight for kind of like a flashlight setting. Full moon will make it a sort of like a glowy ball that makes things very bright in a room, like very bright. There's Starstruck, which we've kind of already know that one.
Mhm.
And Shooting Star is the last one, which is basically a super powered shot, but is really not strong enough for most things that we take care of. Think about it as like almost a concentrated shotgun shot.
Hmm. And is it a laser?
It's more of a bolt.
A bolt
Lightning?
of energy or a bolt of light, really, that does damage.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Pretty
That's
hefty
really
too.
cool.
Interesting.
But still not good enough for actually doing damage for. I just say any power armor wouldn't do a thing against skin though. Probably shouldn't do that because it might actually go all the way through.
It's powerful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like Al looks over at Hannibal and scratches his ears. What about you? What about you?
Hannibal
All of a sudden it
licks
starts
your
talking.
hand. No, actually, human, I am a dimensional being.
It's like, I am a
Found
dragon,
me
you
out.
bastard. No.
I really am a dragon.
I am an immortal being called Celestia, and your show of friendship and love and trust has given me the ability to speak and fart healing.
And after
Wait.
thinking about it, guys, I may have a solution that wouldn't require us to run or do what the Coalition wants. But that's something I'd rather talk to you about while not recording.
Oh boy, where to leave it to it. Cliffhanger.
Bye, everyone.
All right, bye.
What?
Bye.